Hello there everybody, I'd like to welcome you back to Lost Odyssey. It's Chocolate Milk here, and I kind of left you guys on a cliffhanger. The last video, we were actually in Uhra, and now we're in Gohtzan. Now this is kind of odd, because as we remember, Gohtzan has frozen over, but there's still a lot of people alive, which is a good thing. Turns out the king left a tunnel under the city. And that was, I guess that was a pretty good idea of him, because now they have army still, so I guess the King of Gohtzan wasn't too much of an idiot. And they're going to attack Uhra because obviously they went to go do the blueprints for the staff, and that didn't work out too well, obviously, with meteors hitting them. So Gohtzan is gonna come and kick some ass. And although the city's frozen over, all their magic still works, which I don't know if that makes sense or if it doesn't, because it's frozen, but I guess they're underground. And there's also the acolytes with a lot of magic energy around them. I don't know. I'm ruining this awesome scene with all my logic, so I guess I'll just shut up and let the epicness commence. It's not epic for long though, because now we're back to Gongora, and we're back to the pirates, who Tolten mentioned a few videos ago. He was saying that they had captured some pirates off the coast of Uhra. And he's gonna put all these pirates to death. And it's unfortunate because Seth, who is Seth's son, is one of the pirates who's supposed to be put to death. So we are in a real pickle here.
To kindle the royal blood within me, and thus make it my blood.
God, I can't imagine what it would be like to like witness of like a murder or an execution or anything of somebody that you love. That would just be awful. I can't imagine how Seth would feel right about now. Fortunately, an earthquake saves us. No.
But it's no earthquake.
This is way more kick-ass and mighty than an earthquake. Let me tell you something. Now, if you read one of Seth's dreams, Seth and Gongora are looking at each other, and they actually know each other, very, very briefly. So in case you're like wondering if they know each other, they do, just very, very briefly. Oh my god, digger drills underground, scaring everyone.
It's the Gohtzan Army.
Perfect.
But luckily, this is actually a good thing for us, not so good for the city of Uhra, who have already been completely butt-raped by Gongora. Gohtzan doesn't want to take Uhra shit no more. They're just gonna bust right in here. This is cool, because, I don't know, this is a pretty cool contraption. Not only is it like a drill and like a storage device, and they have all their weapons and shit in there, but they can also like latch to a building and just like fly on up. It's just like, yeah, no problem, we're just gonna come in here and kill all you people.
Don't just stand there.
Which is good for us, because that's how we're going to get to Seth as well. This is just utter chaos. At this point in the game, although it's pretty much been all storyline for Disc 3, this is when it really starts to warm up. I mean, look at this. This is intense. This is just utter carnage. I mean, you know, war in real life is never good. You know, I'm totally against it. But in video games, you know, it's obviously not real, and they make it just really, really intense. And now that we're up here, what you have to do is walk your way towards Seth, and you might get into a battle, and these enemies are hard, so just be prepared for that. But eventually you will come to where Seth is. And in a minute, we're gonna get the best, in my opinion, the best line in the whole game, and it makes me giggle like a schoolgirl every single time I hear it. Momma! Aw, he's crying. He's like really old, he's still crying. Must be happy though. Momma! Oh my god. I don't know why, but every single time I hear that,
Momma.
Tolten's just like, what? Are you serious? Oh, God. His ignorance just never gets old for me. Oh, that gave me a good laugh. I don't know, maybe I find that funnier than most people, but we are freaking gonna get out of here because it's just war going on everywhere.
You miserable worms.
But of course, yeah, I kind of feel bad for the Gohtzan Army, seeing as how, you know, they're trying to defend their city and their people, and it's pretty much all gonna be for nothing because Gongora is gonna come in and just completely annihilate everybody. Some people say, you know, that it would be a good thing to have magic in the world, you know, so you could heal people that were sick and things like that, but I cannot imagine how much people would abuse the power of magic like Gongora did. Can you imagine if magic was real and you had somebody in the world that was like Gongora who summoned monsters in your town and froze over entire cities, and oh god, that'd be so scary. I mean, it only takes one person like this to just fuck everybody else's day up. And of course, here he is, he's going to fuck up more shit because he hasn't done enough of that already, let me tell you. He's gonna unleash whatever the hell this is upon the world. Which is stupid, because this is his own city that he just became king of. Which I'm sure... well, I'm sure he doesn't care, but really, if I was a townsperson, I would be freaked out, and I would definitely not be happy with my new king. But he's basically summoned them to get rid of the Gohtzan Army. But of course, he doesn't care. His own people are going to get hurt in the process, so. But this is just so intense. I mean, God, it's carnage and it's awful, but it's just, it really shows you the height of Gongora's power, just his evilness and everything like that is just crazy. And then Uhra's burning, and Gongora's just smiling up in Grandstaff. Freaking jerk. And now we're gonna change the scenery again, which, yay, back at this boring place. Honestly, not my favorite. But you'll see Cooke and Mack here, who I guess decided to leave the train, probably to go look for Kym and Sarah, which might have not been the best idea, seeing as how they can barely walk because the wind is so strong. And they must be freezing. Cooke is wearing too little clothing for a girl her age anyways, and now I'm sure she regrets not being the sweatpants and sweatshirt type girl. She's in her high heels and her mini skirt, and she's got nothing to protect her arms or legs. I guess Mack's not much better. But anyways, you're going to walk forward with Cooke, which is, trust me, the most boring thing ever in this game. Really, you just basically have to do, you just have to walk towards Mack at this point. And Mack will eventually get up, but he must be so tired. I mean, Cooke is probably tired too, but seeing as how she is older and she kind of seems to be the more strong-headed of the two. She's always doing the leader type work.
Grab a hold of me.
She's kind of like the role model. I mean, I'm an only child. I have no siblings, but I mean that's isn't that how it goes when you have brothers and sisters? One of them is always the older one who's always the role model. I don't know. Eventually Mack will get up though. And then you have to keep walking, which sucks because this is just so boring. I fast forwarded it. Fast forward did it. I don't know how to, whatever. I put in a fast forward because if I didn't, it would be probably a good 3 minutes of me walking in slow motion. But you want to examine the yellow lights on the sides of the road because those are things that contain items. This is a one-time only area. You can't come back here. So you want to collect these as you walk along the path. Pretty much all you're doing is you're just walking forward. I mean, it's a straightforward linear path. The game pretty much gives that to you. However, on the right-hand side, before you walk any further than that, you want to come on over because there's chests along with a HP MP restore point and a save point. And like I said, one time only area, you do want to pick these up. Plus it's the seeds, so you know those are important, you don't want to miss those. There are random battles in here, which is why they give you the HP MP restore point. They're only going to give you 1 to 2 enemies at a time, and they're really not going to make it really all that difficult on you. So if you are having a hard time, you can always use the restore point, but really a pretty low chance for an encounter and pretty easy battles, so just keep walking forward with Cooke and you'll eventually just get them fading out. And with that, I'm actually also going to end the video off because we're going to switch to another team here and we're going to do some more stuff in the next video. So thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you all later.